Hello everyone, this is Coltimus Prime, up here with another video about Google. This is my second time making this video because the audio didn't work the first time. So what I have here is it's an internal document from Google about coffee beans, or what does diversity hiring mean anyway. So this is Google, Geo is Google. So Project Veritas' new video today where they have a former Google employee who leaked apparently 1,000 pages worth of documents. And I thought that this was kind of really interesting one. So the coffee bean thing, so they make some, bullshit argument here about orange coffee beans and teal coffee beans, where I'm guessing 90%, that means white people, and 10% is people of color. They make some math problem of this. I know it's kind of dumb, but what they're trying to say is companies should have more teal beans. The people of color, they should have more teal beans because they're so special. People of color are so special. They're more special than white people. So that's what diversity means. Let's hire people of color over white people, basically. I mean, you're seeing this if you're into Marvel comics or even DC comics, Image comics, any kind of comics right now. That's what they're doing. They're hiring people who are minorities and putting them on projects that they're not qualified for, in the sake of diversity hiring. Anyway, so don't mind my scribble here. So this is a email chain talking about this coffee bean analogy going back to 2017. And I've highlighted in yellow what I want to talk about. So they kind of go back and forth talking about, I like to share this coffee beans analogy in public, and I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. So this is Paul Leventis. I'm going to see if I'm recording. Okay, good. Another opinion is that reducing the problem and expressing it in a less charged, non-human format enables focus on one specific aspect of a very complicated discussion. Coffee beans was the first time I'd seen a succinct, clear description of why disproportionate effort may be needed to achieve a different mix. So what this guy's saying, that you have to basically go out of your way, you should go out of your way to achieve diversity. I.e., you know what that means? That means a white male has a better resume than a black female, but we're gonna hire the black female because diversity, representation. Here's Dana Dahlstrom, who I'm guessing is a white person because it's a Swedish last name. She says, "Oops, I meant does not necessarily require hiring bad people." Alfred, my cat's meowing. Stop it. Grading people analogy. This argument relies on a binary classification of good and bad, suggesting a scale of better and worse undermines the claim, as Pruitt observed in another thread. To anyone who may make an argument against these lines publicly or otherwise, I suggest even if you choose something like a coffee bean analogy, not to promote different evaluation processes for different colors. So Dana is kind of she's interested in this coffee bean analogy, but she's kind of against it being public, which is interesting because it is public now, and they're gonna get destroyed if they ever go to Congress or anything, because they're absolutely hiring for woke points. They're hiring diversity instead of hiring the best candidates, which is what conservatives do. Just give me one sec. She says, I expect the biggest lightning rod here because of fairness and equal opportunity questions it raises when applied to people. Yeah, because it's not fair to white people to not get a job because of the color of their skin. more prudent suggestion, I think, would be planting more fields of teal beans. Let's go find some more people of color because they're better. They're better than the orange beans, right? They're better than the white people. So let's go find more dark beans. And then Alex says, it's not all about planting more beans. It's about recognizing that diversity hiring effort don't have to amount to lowering the bar. That, I think he wants to say it is possible to imagine coming up with a process where the bar is maintained, but diversity is still improved. These people, white liberals, they totally look down on people of color. They treat them like they're dogs or something. Like they're pets, like they're my cat. I have to take care of them. They're not as good as white people. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what he says again. It's about recognizing that diversity hiring efforts don't have to amount to lowering the bar. It's possible to imagine come up with a process where the bar is maintained but diversity is still improved. These people want to get more diverse, but they hope that the quality of the work, I hope it's the same. This is why you don't hire like this. Okay, Purujit Saha, I'm guessing person of color. She says, for example, adapting information we use to assess the candidate against the hiring bar only for candidates from minority backgrounds before making the hiring decision would impact the quality distribution because it'll lower the false negative rates for that group of candidates. As another example, letting candidates from minority backgrounds have more opportunity to learn about working at Google after they have an offer will not impact the distribution because arguably the outcome of this process does not depend on the quality of the candidate. The outcome of this process does not depend on the quality of the candidate. So what else do you hire for then? Are you supposed to hire the best person for the job because you're a capitalist company who wants more money? Listen, as an example, letting candidates with minority backgrounds have more opportunity to work at Google after they have an offer. So they want to give people of color offers that they're not going to give white people. So as to attract more people of color. Okay. And then Dana Dahlstrom's having I don't know if this should be public moment. I'm concerned with this message in this document may send, in particular, two implications I hope are false about Google. The company's motivations to fight diversity is primarily the bottom line, and matters such as fairness to candidates and happiness and belonging among employees of all backgrounds are subsidy at best. We might design different things for evaluation processes for different groups of candidates with the intent that people's demographic traits would affect their chance of being hired. It does. Read above. These implications are somewhat disguised by the coffee bean abstraction, which is part of the reason I agree with the complaint that it's reductive. Thinking, she doesn't want it spreading externally. Well, too bad. Sorry, I'm a little sick. I was golfing on Monday in the rain, and I got sick. That's great. The hiring bar. So how well we think the candidate will do at Google for a given job ladder and level is the same for everyone. However, the information we use to assess the candidate against the hiring bar is adaptable depending on the candidate's background. By background, they don't mean their resume. By background, they mean what color are you? Okay? That's their background. What color? Oh, are you a black man? Oh, that means you're experienced racism and you've had a tough life, so we're going to give you this job. This is so racist. Listen to this example. A black female engineer in our pool, we're going to see a vanishing small number of them. So why don't we spend a little extra time with that candidate? Yeah, I'm going to read that again. A black female engineer in our pool, we're going to see a vanishing small number of them. Black female engineer, it's pretty narrowed down. So why don't we spend a little extra time with the candidate? You see what that says? Why don't we spend a little extra time with the candidate? Because she's black and she's a female. So we should spend more time with this person. So if it was a white male, would they do the same? I don't think so. Fuck. This is insane. Dana Dahlstrom kind of ends with, she says, surely the hiring process is somewhat idiosyncratic and certain candidates will get extra attention for various reasons. Fair or not. That's what Google is all about. Fairness. That's what they're doing. They have search algorithms based off of fairness. You search CEOs in the image. You go to images on Google search, and half the pictures will be female CEOs, even though female CEOs are like 5% of all CEOs. This company doesn't care about facts. They care about fairness. It's very liberalized. She says, well, I think we should be very careful implying, especially in public, that Google might systematically treat candidates differently based off race, color, sex, religion, national origin. Exactly. So they were like, in 2017, this discussion started in June and ended in December. That's interesting. So only 1.5 to 2 years ago, they were talking about this in public or in private Google forums on email about how they should have more teal coffee beans because diversity. Let's hire black female for a job even though the white male is more qualified and had a better interview. Let's give the black female a longer leash on the interview process. Oh, they majored in math or whatever. Let's find someone who majored in math who can work with them. They are obsessed with gender politics because that's what liberals are obsessed with. Google is absolutely a liberal company. They can deny it in public. They can go to Congress and deny it. There's liberalism all over this company, and it's it's sexist. The things they're saying in this email chain are sexist, racist, and they think it's okay because they have this really warped mind, the liberalism. Conservatives don't think about this at all. I've hired dozens of people, and I've never thought about someone's race or gender, ever. It is insane how much they care about identity politics. So you can go to projectveritas.com and find all this new information on Google. I'll have more videos about Google in the future, and have a great day. Bye.